Hey guys, we got a question in our inbox today and it's an awesome question. We just wanted to make this video really quickly and hope to explain and answer that question through this video. So our question was, how do you stand out in such a saturated market? And today I'm going to answer that with a few main points and tips, and hopefully you guys can take it to grow your business. So check them out. Okay, so tip number one. First off, let me preface this by saying that we are still in a saturated market and we are going to always be in a saturated market. Everyone can go buy a camera at Best Buy today and become a photographer tomorrow. So remember that it's always going to be this way. So the biggest way to separate yourself is through hard work. So these tips will require some work from you. And if you can choose to stick with these tips and continue and have discipline with them, you're going to go really far. So let's get into tip number one. Okay, tip number one is blogging. So this is kind of a challenging one. So I'd recommend printing off a calendar and writing out the 30-day calendar 5 days a week. I'd recommend blogging 5 days a week and writing on that calendar each idea for each day. So this could be about you personally, this could be about your family, this could be about your wedding if you're married, this could be about your kids if you have kids, this could be about your clients. This could be, obviously it's going to be about your clients, but you need to be blogging more than just your clients. You need to be blogging tips for those clients. If your clients are asking you questions a lot through email, blog about those questions. Remember, these blog posts don't have to be super long. Try to make them around 300 words. And the longer the better, obviously, but if you're just trying to get information out there, you need to make it around 300 words. So blogging is your first tip. You need to do this 5 days a week. If you want to have success in this, you need to do this 5 days a week. So tip 1.5. This is going to be a fun one. This is just outsourcing. So if everything I said in tip 1 about blogging scares you to death, then you need to be still doing it, and there is a way to do that. It's called hiring a virtual assistant. So that's tip number 1.5 is hire a virtual assistant. Still have someone blogging for you, pay them per blog or per hour, whatever that works out to be, and get those blogs up. Let them do the work and your business still grow. The biggest people that have success in business are people that learn to delegate. So learn to delegate right now and delegate those blog posts out if you don't have the time to do them. Okay guys, tip number 2. So this is all about SEO. So you need to be focusing on SEO. And I know it's a complicated subject, and I know that even the brightest brains out there struggle with this kind of stuff. So I want you guys to focus on a couple things with SEO. I want you to, one, have a Google My Business listing. So there's a simple way to do that. You just go to Google and type in Google My Business, and the first link that'll come up will walk you through creating a Google My Business. If you already have one, great. Second thing with SEO is I want you to have your name, address, and phone number the same everywhere you put it out online. So if you've happened to change your business name like we did, we used to have a different business name before I came in the picture. So we had to go back and change a few things or delete listings or whatever. Make sure that your listings are all the same. They have the same address, the same phone number, and the same name. So remember, that's your name, address, phone number, NAP. Make sure that is consistent throughout all the web and on your website and everything like that. Okay, the next tip with SEO is all about reviews. You need to be getting reviews from your clients. So I'm sure you guys are already doing that. We focus on Facebook, we focus on Google, we focus on Yelp, and we focus on WeddingWire. The reason why we focus on Yelp is because if you've got an iPhone and you ask Siri where the nearest wedding photographers are, they pull up Yelp. And if you aren't on Yelp, you're not going to be pulled up on that. So think about that, and you won't be found as easily if you don't do that. So think about that when you guys are going on and posting reviews and that kind of thing. The other thing we do is we link the actual reviews for them so that each site they can literally get linked to the exact spot where they need to fill it out. And finally, we make sure to give them a little bit of information of what we're expecting out of that review, so that way it's not like, hey, we had a great time with Sam Photography. You want them to just give a good experience of, hey, something we say, hey, if someone was inquiring with us and they asked you what kind of experience you had with us or what you got from us or what it was like to work with us, just write it like you're writing to another potential couple or another bride in your shoes, that kind of thing. So we kind of get them to talk like they're talking to another bride. So think about that when you are getting reviews from your clients. Okay, that's it for SEO. Let's go on to tip number 3, which is social media. So social media is awesome. You need to be on it. You need to be posting on it. So the best way you can stand out is post daily, once a day, and be transparent and be you. Don't be the person that writes song lyrics because you can't think of anything. You got to start thinking outside the box. I guarantee that your competition is either writing a song lyric for underneath their picture or their Instagram post, or they're literally just coming up with the randomest things. Song lyrics, quotes, we see it all. Just come up with something personal. Talk about your day. Talk about what went good with your day, what went bad with your day. Talk about your kids. Talk about your dog, whatever it is. Talk about your life through the post and talk about your clients. Don't be like the people that you're competing with, because in order to not compete with people, you need to go into a new area, a new stance, a new niche. And the way to do that is to be different than everyone else. So another way to stand out is by really focusing on your social media, posting once a day, because I guarantee your competition is not doing that, because it's hard. It's not easy to do that. Continue to post once a day and be transparent, be you, and be personal with that, okay? Let's go on to tip number 4. The fourth thing you can do is love on your vendors. Treat them the way you want to be treated and really go the extra mile with them, because these are the people you're working with consistently. So if you have a good experience with them and they have a good experience with you, they're going to shout your name. So think about that next time. The second thing you can do is tag them in everything. Tag them in social media, tag them on your blog, put their names out there, tag a link to their site, and make sure that they get credit for the work that they've done too. Thirdly, you need to send them the galleries. Make sure that they get the galleries after every wedding, every vendor, big or small. We've had big name companies respond back to us. If you can't find an email address, you can't find a website form, you literally send it to them on Facebook Messenger. Whatever you can do to get them the gallery link, make sure you tell them that they need to tag us, and from that point on, you've got free marketing. If they choose to do so or not, which they will, because it's their work also that you're showing off. Venues love it, florists love it, anything that sells dress or clothing loves it. So send in the finished gallery and tell them to tag you, and then you've got free marketing on social media. I hope these 4 tips really helped out. I hope that they are useful to you as you're going through and figure out how to stand out in such a saturated market. I know it's such a challenge. We've worked through it, and we still are working through it. It's a very heavy saturated market, but we know that hard work does pay off. So keep working hard and keep doing the things that others aren't doing. And I promise you, that's the best way to stick out, is do the things. These 4 things are what people are not doing consistently. And the people that are making it happen, are quitting their jobs, are able to take this full time, and are moving forward. So these are the things you guys need to be doing to push forward and grow your business and stand out in a saturated market. So hope these tips helped you. We'll see you the next time we have a question. In the meantime, keep growing that business.